fitness is for all bodies. I work with clients that have a wide range of abilities, and so a big part of my job is figuring out exercises that keep them safe, that are tailored to their bodies, and also not assuming that they can't do an exercise just because we haven't tried it before. This is my client Alex, and he's going to be helping to demonstrate some exercises with me today.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a Glam PT, and I'm here to help Natalie show that fitness and personal training can be adaptive and inclusive of people with disabilities.
Cool, let's get started.
Great.
For our warm-up exercise, I'm going to have Alex do glute circles. He sits a lot for his job, and so I want to make sure we're working the legs in the opposite direction of the position they're usually in. Glute circles. When Alex sets up for this, I make sure we've got core engaged by having his tail tucked, belly button drawn in towards his spine, and then we also use his arm to help his body be supported so that all of the concentration is in the glutes. Tell me about inspiration porn.
Inspiration porn is anytime disabled people's success, adaptations, resilience are kind of consumed in a way that's inspiring to other people, but in a way that usually doesn't center that personal experience or is pretty two-dimensional, kind of flat.
So I've learned that it's when we're sort of like celebrating or using disabled people as inspiration when they're just living their lives.
Just being regular.
Just being regular. What can we do differently? How can we talk about it differently?
Yeah, we can always celebrate disabled people and their success and their resilience and triumphs. It's more about understanding that sometimes people do that for very little. So if we want to compliment people, maybe be really specific. I'm really impressed how you adapted to that, or I really appreciate the effort you're putting in rather than just a flat, you're inspiring. Sometimes that can make people think about other times that didn't feel as good.
All right, thank you. Let's do a Palloff press. This is a Palloff press. It's an anti-rotational exercise that I use with almost all of my clients, and it helps to prevent back and hip injuries and also pain. It's got these safety notches built into it, and the bar also goes along a track. That way Alex is never in danger of losing balance, and he can totally focus on form for this one. This one's all about hinging at the hips, and then soft on the knee. Because we wanted to talk about his foot for a minute.
Yeah, feet are important.
Feet are important.
More foot. Part of the way that we make our workouts adaptive for me is having a trusting and communicative relationship. So for me, if I'm on my foot for too long, I can experience a lot of pain. So it's really important that I can express and vocalize these things to Natalie so that I don't do workouts that are painful or push myself beyond a full limit.
Yeah, we have good communication, I feel like. We talk about feelings a lot. For us to practice breathing patterns while doing multi-joint movements. I have Alex doing the lat pull downs because, like I said, he's seated for a lot of the day at his job, so I want to work his upper body muscles in the opposite direction of what they're usually in. And then we're also using this bench with a foothold because if we don't have a knee hold available for us, this is a way for him to sort of leverage himself and balance against that weight that he's pulling.
In the past, I've felt a pressure to wear a prosthetic in order to participate in fitness or be athletic. So what I like about this exercise is that using the foot hold, the bench, I don't have to wear a prosthetic to participate in the same way as other people. My foot's on the ground, I can still lift and participate in the same way.
There you go. Adaptive fitness. Alex calls this butt Jenga. Alex and I are both open to experimenting with new movements, and this is one that challenges his multi-planar movement. And what that means for everyone else is that he moves in several different directions while he's doing this, because normal people don't say multi-planar in their everyday vocabulary. Again, if I want to take the focus off balancing, I'll put Alex into a seated position so he can focus that energy elsewhere. In this case, upper body power. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1. Muscle check. Muscle check is when I grab Alex's butt. But we're consenting.
This workout is great for me because, as we talked about earlier, sometimes it really hurts for me to be on my foot for a long time, such as doing exercises like calf raises. So Natalie and I collaborated on a way of adapting and finding something that isn't painful for me, but I can still get a good workout.
All bodies are different, and I hope that this video helped some fitness professionals out there see that exercises don't just have to be performed in one way and one way only.
I've had a lot of experiences as a disabled athlete where professionals purport to be adaptive or want to make things inclusive, but really they just have me sit out or do the same side twice. So it's really important when adapting fitness to be collaborative with disabled athletes or people with disabilities because we know our bodies best.
That's true. All right. I'm Natalie.
I'm Alex.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, I'm getting all this. Oh, hey, hey, hey.
You're the coach now.
Yes, I did it.
You did it.